The larynx is an air passageway formed from hyaline cartilage. The cartilage structure prevents the larynx from collapsing under the pressure changes that occur during breathing. The larynx conducts air between the pharynx and the trachea. It is also called the voice box because it contains the vocal folds. The epiglottis of the larynx, which is composed of elastic cartilage, closes the entrance to the larynx when swallowing so that food or drink does not enter the larynx. A large hyaline cartilage ring, called the thyroid cartilage, composes the bulk of the larynx. The cricoid cartilage on the inferior side connects the larynx to the trachea. The cricoid cartilage forms the anatomical end of the larynx. The arytenoid cartilage on the inner posterior side supports the vocal folds, in addition to the muscles that move the larynx during speech production. The vocal folds vibrate as air moves over them, producing speech sounds, and the vestibular folds, which are superior to the vocal folds, function to close the space between the vestibular and vocal folds, which is called the glottis. These vestibular folds do not function in speech production. Figure 22.7 examines the structures of the larynx. From an anterior view, the epiglottis, the thyroid cartilage, and the cricoid cartilage are visible. Internally, the vestibular folds are located just inferior to the epiglottis, with the vocal folds found just inferior to the vestibular folds. The arytenoid cartilage supports the vocal folds in addition to the muscles that move the larynx during speaking. Below the cricoid cartilages is where the trachea begins. The trachea is the airway that extends from the larynx to the lungs. It is composed of anywhere between 16 to 20 C-shaped hyaline cartilage rings. These, like the rings of cartilage of the larynx, prevent the trachea from collapsing during the pressure changes that occur during breathing. It is lined with pseudostratified columnar epithelium, which produces mucus to trap dust. The epithelium also possesses cilia, which move the mucus away from the deeper parts of the trachea and up towards the larynx. At its inferior end, the trachea branches into the right and left main or the right and left primary bronchi. Returning to figure 22.2, the trachea, located just inferior to the larynx, branches to become the right main bronchus and the left main bronchus. The right main bronchus serves the right lung, while the left main bronchus serves the left lung.